welcome to the Soul on Fire show, and where we're going to ignite the passion within. My name is Noelle Agape, and I'm a leading expert in health, wellness, and consciousness. And I'm so excited today because we're going to go deep, deep, deep into the subconscious mind, and we're going to talk about how honoring you is so important. Thank you to those that are on the live with me. Thank you that are those who are watching a replay. I am flying solo today because my partner in crime, Brady, had some troubles with travels. So I am flying solo. And I do want to say that we're going to go deep into the subconscious mind today. We're going to talk about your energy fields. We're going to talk about what it looks like when you are in alignment with what you're supposed to be getting, right? And we're going to celebrate you. We're going to honor you. We're going to teach you how to love and honor yourself and understand that it is the most important thing in any part of the manifestation process is how much you love yourself. And so I do kind of miss my partner in crime. She's been with me for quite some time now, about 3 weeks. And Bree and I have so much going on and so many incredible things that we're going to bring to you. So stay tuned, guys, because this season is going to be so much fun. We're going to travel. We're actually going to Florida on Monday. We're going to be in Florida, and then we're going to be in Tulum, and then we're going to be in Sedona, and then Napa and Costa Rica. And so we're taking you guys on this beautiful journey. Again, today I am solo because she had some hiccups with traveling. So that's the first thing I want to talk about is understanding that you have to pivot in life, right? And so there are so often we had this whole show planned, and it was, we were all ready to go, and we're meeting back up in Florida. She just left my house, and she's in Florida now, and we were meeting back up on Monday. And there is so many things that have come up along this journey of me being a TV host and moving to the next level of my life, that I wanted to teach you guys how to actually get through diversity and understand how to pivot and understand how to honor you and who you are in every aspect of your being throughout the entire process. I just realized that I look like an Easter egg today with my blue nails and my pale orange shirt. So just my brain going off in a little couple different directions. So today what we're going to talk about is mind hacking and understanding where you are, right? And so often we go into our ego, and so often we have this battle between our ego and our soul. And we're going to talk deep about that today. We're going to talk about how honoring your soul and honoring you and honoring your highest self truly comes into play, even when there's positions where you have to pivot and situations where you have to move through life. So I thought I'd start off the segment by just kind of being raw and real with you guys of what has transpired on my journey. And that would maybe absolutely help somebody else on their journey. And the reason why I teach what I do is because I go through life, I feel, hear, and see things, and I go through life. And often when you're an empath, and often when you're open to so much, because I call in the universe and I say, okay, universe, how, in a curiosity way, how can I move through whatever I'm moving through? And so one of the keys is really truly honoring me and honoring my relationship with spirit and God, source, the universe. And one of the things that is the most important things that gets me through the pivots, through the things that I need to get through. There have been times of great wealth in my life, and there's been times of great poverty, and there's been times of great struggle. There's been times of scaling my business to, from 6 to 7 figures. There's been times to moving, into being a TV host and all of the things, right? In my life, there has been opportunity for me to be in the victim. There's been opportunity for me to truly just be in the martyr, right? And so often in life, we get these opportunities, as what I call them, to connect on a deeper level. And when you understand that life is teaching you, always, the universe is talking to you all day, every day, and that, God, source, the universe, whatever you believe it to be, even if you don't believe in God, source, of the universe, there's a higher version of you, right? You weren't just created out of nothing. There's a higher version of you, and it is speaking to you all day, every day. And it is that still small voice that you have to listen to, right? You have to say, okay, so this happened today. I had this whole show planned out, and something happened with Bree, and I couldn't travel when we needed to travel. And so when you understand that pivoting is part of the process, or being the observer is part of the process, and how you can bring more love and wisdom to whatever is coming to you, is such a great gift. And so often we get caught in the ego, right? And so we get caught in this battle between the egoic mind and your heart and your soul, and your soul's mission and your soul's purpose here on earth. And when we understand that our soul's purpose really is our driving force, and that's where I'm going to start. Our soul's purpose is our driving force, and your soul will always pull you in the direction of where you're supposed to be going. Your soul will always say, no, 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 go this way. No, 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 go this way. And it will show you where you are. And it's just feedback, right? And so life, if you take on life as in experience and expansion, right? Those are the two reasons why your soul is here. It shows you feedback of where you are in that process of expansion. Oh, okay. No, no, no. You had a little trip up here. Where are you not in alignment with it, right? Or are you frustrated here? Where are you not in alignment? And so Bree and I laugh tremendously together, but we are complete opposites in many ways, and complete exactly the same in many ways. Where we just merged our businesses and became business partners in the last couple of months. And I've had this established show, and I've had an established business, and she's had an established business, and she's had all of her things. And there were times where we had to literally, I have kids, and I have a partnership, and she's, in a relationship, and all of these things that we had to work out with the merge of our business. It came up, time and time again. It was like, okay, so this is coming up again, and this is coming up again. And so what happened is, this morning, Bree and I were talking when she said she couldn't make the show because of everything that was going on. She just said, it's supposed to be easy. And I said, yeah, exactly. When it's not easy, the universe is actually showing you where we need growth, right? And so for both of us, it was becoming the we, because, doing the show together, this was my show, and I could do it on my own time, and my audience, and merging with her audience and her show was wonderful. And it's been challenging, right? Because you have to work with other people. So what we did was we stopped and we honored the process, right? And we were like, okay, great. So this is amazing and wonderful. And life is always going to come into play, and it's going to show you where you are. We did some evaluation, and we pivoted, and then we really truly figured out the next plan. And so your brain and your subconscious does not understand. Your ego just really only understands its belief system. And so all of your belief systems, you guys know this, are there established from age 0 to 7, and your brain is malleable during that time. And so if anything happened where you said, I'm not worthy, I'm not good enough, I'm not safe in this moment right here, I'm not protected, I'm not secure, I'm not whole and complete, that will come up and emanate in every area of your life. Every time you grow in your life, it will show you, right? And so there are often times where you don't celebrate and honor you. And so this morning I just stopped and I said, okay, how can we honor us and all of the work that we have done, right? All of what we're building and what we're bringing out to the world, and merging our gifts together. How can we honor each other? How can I honor myself and my business and my brand? And how can she honor herself and her business and her brand? And we did, right? We sat there and we literally celebrated all of our wins. And that's what I want to talk about today is that if you don't celebrate your wins along the way, and if you're just grinding and you're hustling and you're working all these hours, and don't get me wrong, I work very long hours, but I play really, really hard as well. And so I find this fine-tuned balance in life. And that's what our show is going to merge into, is truly lifestyle and understanding that you could be spiritual, you can be, a boss babe, you could be a beautiful wife and partner, and love on your children, and be a mom, and you get to enjoy this life. Whatever role it is that your subconscious has told you that you're supposed to play, that is where you're going to have this moment of observation. And if you're not celebrating you along this journey, if you're not literally taking on your wins and on a daily basis, like every single night, I have a conversation with me. And so if you sat inside of my head on a daily basis, most people would be like, oh my gosh, she's crazy. But really, truly, it is how I dance with the universe. Every single morning, I'm like, okay, baby girl, what can we do? I'm not talking to anybody. I'm not talking to my kids. I'm not talking to Bree, my business partner. I'm talking to me. And I'm like, what are we going to do to make the world a better place today? How can we bring our gifts out to the world through us out into the world? How can we be of service today? And me and the universe have this dance every morning, right? And I say, okay, universe, I love you. What do you want me to bring to the world today? And from that space, I get downloads, and I get build programs, and I build retreats, and we this TV show that is so beautiful and wonderful and such a gift to myself and my family in the world. And when you honor you and you have a relationship with you and your subconscious, and so there, and then, all the things come up. Okay, well, you don't have the time to do this. The finances, it's going to be a tremendous amount for this show. How much is going to be? All of the things, your ego is going to come up and say, okay, no, this is not safe. Okay, don't do this. Okay, you're not comfortable. And when you have a relationship at the level that I do, which I hope that you would have as well with the universe, you tap in and you say, okay, I understand what you're teaching me. What is this showing me? How can I learn from this experience? What is good about this? How far have I come in the past year, right? And how far have I scaled my business in the last year? How far have I've gotten closer to my children? How much deeper have I gone into myself? How much have I forgiven my past? How much have I forgiven people from my past? How much judgment have I let go of? And when you do those little things on a daily basis with you and yourself and the universe, and I say this all the time, guys, is that the relationship that is your external so-called reality is only what is going on internally, right? And so when you understand that you celebrate you and you honor you and you love you, and I truly do, and this is not conceit, this is just spiritual maturity. I love me and I honor me before I take care of everyone else in the world. Because if I'm not taken care of and my cup is not full, how am I going to be a good partner or wife? How am I going to be a good mother? How am I going to be a good business partner? How am I going to serve humanity if I'm not good? So in the morning, I do this little ritual where I literally have this conversation with myself, the universe, and God, source, and the universe, and we plan out our day. And I say, okay, this is what I want to accomplish today. And it's not goals, because I don't believe in goals. I believe in that you connect to the energy, and the manifestation process is the electromagnetic fields, and it's the heightened sense of thought and the heightened sense of emotion, whatever that may be, whether it's positive or negative. That's what's going to manifest when you're connected to the energies, because you're manifesting all day, every day. So I make sure that I'm in a good place. I get centered. I meditate first. I ask that question to myself and to the universe. What are we going to bring out to the world today, right? What are we going to create today in this magical journey of life? And then as the day goes on, I'm an observer, guys. And this is the most important component, is you become the observer in your life. And when you become the observer in your life, life teaches you, and you get to experience life, good and bad, right? And so when you understand that the shadows are not this dark, scary boogeyman under the bed, or these demons that are coming after you, it is truly just a vibration that you are connected to. And it is the way to get to higher frequency is to change your vibration on a consistent basis, meaning that the highest vibration that you have, that is most dominant in your fields, will show up as your reality, right? And so throughout the day, I lean back into my divine feminine, and I say, okay, when you lean back, that's your divine feminine. And there are moments where, you are doing, which is the divine masculine, right? Right now I am doing, I'm teaching. That is that I'm having things come through me and ideas come through. That's the divine feminine. And then I'm teaching, I'm doing, which is the divine masculine, right? And so basically throughout the day, I lean back and I say, okay, this made me feel really good when this happened, right? When I felt love within myself so much that it emanated out to my kids and to all the people around me, were showing me love. Oh, I emanated anger so much that they showed me anger too. Okay, how can I be better? How can I work on myself a little bit more? If I had an argument with my kids, I stop and I say, oh, okay, yeah, that's showing me, right? That is me out pushed, right? And so Neville Goddard, he was an amazing, beautiful human that walked this earth a long time ago, and he says that your reality is you out pushed, right? And so when you understand that everything and everyone in your reality is showing you your journey, your children, your partner, your business, your clients, everyone is showing you. And so as a collective, it is showing us as well, right? And so it's showing us where we need to grow. And I'm not saying that the world is a beautiful place and bubbles and unicorns by any means, guys. I'm saying that when something is happening in your life, you get to experience that, and you get to understand what vibration you are. And so you're never the victim, right? You are never, ever the victim. You are this beautiful conscious creator, and you are creating whatever is going on, and we are creating as humanity. And that's why the more work that you do on yourself, the more that work that you tap into, the more that society is going to change, right? So society starts with you. So throughout my day, I go on and I'm the observer, and I see what makes me feel really, really, really good. And I see what makes me feel frustrated and angry, and what runs smoothly and what doesn't. And I pivot from there. And so a dear friend of mine, he teaches us about broken pipes, and he says, where's the broken pipes in your life? And when you have the broken pipes, you have to adjust them, right? You either let them break and you allow them to leave your life, or you change what's going on within you, and you change the pipe, right? And so you decide if that pipe wants to be in your life anymore. So if someone is coming into your life and they're coming in abrasive, and they're coming in, emotionally abusive or verbally abusive, or just hurting you in any way, that is actually you not having your boundaries up. That's not you not having your self-worth and self-values, right? You not celebrating you. And so when you celebrate you, your life shows you that you're celebrating you. And there was a moment last week before Bree left, right? We had some wine, and it was amazing and wonderful. And she's like, oh, are we drowning our sorrows in our business? And I said, no, we're celebrating all of our wins. And she stopped and she said, oh my God, yeah, we are. She's like, we've done so much in the last couple of weeks, and we have so much more to do. We're so excited. And then they just like pivoted instantly, like literally instantly. And it was so great because we both got to celebrate how much we've actually accomplished, even just into the 2-week time. So at the end of the day, going through as life as the observer, at the end of the day, I clear my energy and I go back over my entire day. Literally, this is what I do every day of my life, guys. I'm not even joking you. I wake up, I set my intentions with the universe. I go through life as the observer. I see what's worth working, what's not working, where the broken pipes need to end, where I can pivot, where I can be better, where I can make better choices, where I can do things on my say. I take accountability for my actions, and I move from that space. At the end of the day, I clear my energy, and I literally go through my entire day. Okay, wow, this worked really, really well for me. Oh, this didn't work so much. There was a lot of minutia, and I still haven't hired a VA, and I really need a VA. And so my fault, because I didn't, hire the VA. And so that was life teaching me. I had to take accountability for not having a VA, right? And so there's so often in life that we just go through the mundane things of life. We wake up, we eat breakfast, we take our kids to school if we have children, we work really, really, really hard, we get done what we need to get done. But how often throughout the day did you honor you? How often throughout the day did you celebrate your little teeny wins? That made me angry at first, but then I found forgiveness, and I went to love. Oh, you know what? I actually got all of my work done that I needed to on my task list. Oh my gosh, I literally built an entire program that's going to change massive lives today. Oh my gosh, I'm building something that I have no idea how the hell it's going to work, but I promise you it's going to work. Those are the things and the conversations that you need to have with yourself, guys. And when you understand that your relationship with you is the most important relationship that you have. And I'm going to say that again. Your relationship with you is the most important relationship you can have. Your relationship with God, Source, the universe, that starts with your relationship with you. Wherever that is showing up in your life, there is a disconnect. That is your disconnect from you, the universe, from God, Source. And I promise you guys, I promise you, when you use this one technique, in the morning you set your intentions, you connect. I meditate for an hour in the morning and an hour at night. I am not kidding when I say I do this all day, every day. I meditate for an hour. I eat clean. I make conscious choices to be the best version of myself on a daily basis. There are moments, guys, in my life, and I actually had a conversation with my ex-husband yesterday about our past, because we've known each other for 30 years. Neither one of us are the same people that we used to be, and we were terrible to each other at one point, but we have two beautiful children together, and we have raised them and been incredible co-parents together. But there were moments in time where we were really not nice to each other. And I had this conversation with him that, raw and real, guys, there were times where I was, I was a shit show. My life was a shit show. And I had to take accountability for it. No one was there to help me and fix me. I had to fix it. And same with him, right? And every relationship in your life is showing you where you are. And it's okay if your life is at a shit show. Just honor where you are and make changes from that point. But when you understand that the relationship that you have with you and your highest self and God and Source and the universe, that is the primary focus of your day. Okay. Yeah. How can I be better today? Okay, I need to be better in sales today. I need to be better, more compassionate today. I need to be more loving today. I need to be more in service today. I knocked it out of the park today. I was amazing today, right? When you understand that the little wins are what leads to the big wins, what leads to the life changes, what leads to the commitments in your life. When you are committed to you, every time that you do not say yes, and your soul is pulling you in a direction, every time you commit to doing something and you don't follow through with that, that is telling your subconscious mind that you are okay with failure, that you are okay with being unworthy, that you are okay with not having your best life. When you quit, when you decide you have enough, there's a difference between understanding that the pipe is broken and it's not taking you anywhere and your energies have shifted and you've moved on from a place, or quitting. When something pulls at your soul at the level of God, Source, and the universe, and you know it in your soul, and you make choices on a daily basis, you are always presented with two roads. The road that is less traveled, and that is the road of self-development, right? Or the road that is easy. And I promise you guys, the road to self-development is never an easy journey. Yet, if you take your life as an observer, how life teaches you, how your subconscious teaches you, how your ego teaches you, it's not going to go away. But if you work with it, it will be the most magnificent gift you ever have in your life. Working with your ego and the universe and the divine intelligence and your internal guidance system and this internal program within you, changing your belief systems, changing your mindset, changing your programs, that is going to change your life. The choices that you make, you are always, always, always presented with two choices. Oh my gosh, it just started pouring right here. Like, I think it's hailing. And so that's, if you hear that in the background, it's hailing right now in San Diego, which is crazy. And so guys, I just want to stop today and I want to honor you. We're going to celebrate you. I'm going to teach you some life hacks in the next segment. We're going to show you how to actually motivate your mind and motivate your ego, work with your ego to get to a higher version of yourself, work with yourself on a daily basis. I'm going to teach you exactly what to do, guys. Today's show is sponsored by my company, Noelle Agape Global, where we have all things health, wellness, and consciousness. We are here to make you the greatest version of you. We are here to teach you tools and techniques and modalities of how you can be better every single day and save humanity and bring service out to the world. We'll be right back, guys. Hey guys, welcome back. Thank you so much for being on the Soul on Fire show with me. Thank you for those that are live. Thank you that are watching the replay. Today we are talking about celebrating you and your deep subconscious beliefs and how if every single time you do not celebrate even the small wins, you are allowing your subconscious to believe that you are not worthy. And so what we did was we talked about literally planning out your day. And that's what I do, right? Consciously plan out my day on a daily basis. I wake up and I have this conversation with the universe and I say, okay, universe, I meditate for an hour and I say, okay, universe, what would you like me to bring to the world? Then I journal, right? And from that space, I get downloads right out of my meditation. I have a pen and a paper right by my bed and it's a beautiful notebook. It's a really special notebook. This is my notebook between me and spirit, right? And I wake up, I meditate. I ask the universe what the universe and God would like me to bring through me to the world. I write it down in my journal. I spend all this time before I even get out of bed, guys. This is my process in the morning. I write down what the universe would like me to achieve. Then throughout the day, I'm the observer of my day. And I go throughout my day and I say, okay, so this is teaching me this. Fear is coming up. Anger is coming up. Happiness is coming up. Joy is coming up. Play is coming up. Frustration is coming up, right? And how am I putting out my vibrations to the world, right? I am the observer. And that from there, I analyze my day at the end of the day. And I say, okay, universe, this is what I do. I journal again. What happened throughout the day? How can I be better tomorrow? And every single day I do this process. So let's talk about your ego and your subconscious mind. You guys know that I'm an NLP master trainer. I'm a quantum energy trainer. I work deep into the quantum fields. I am a licensed counselor. I know emotions. I know energy. I know how to train the brain. I know how to actually mind hack. And that's what I teach for a living, right? I teach you how to mind hack and get rid of the limiting beliefs that are blocking you from where you are. So often what we do is we get to a point where we're like super, super excited about a project and then we're going forward and we're like, then we'll get to a point where it's just either like a hard stop or we'll come up after obstacle after obstacle after obstacle, right? And whether that's in love, whether that's in business, whether that's in finance, whatever it may be, there's always an opportunity for you to be a better version of yourself. And so the universe is always going to show you exactly where your vibrations are. Like I said in the first segment. So what we do is I write down, literally, I write down at the end of my day, okay, so I break down, like pretty much have a conversation with my ego and I say, okay, great, Noelle, we had a wonderful day. It was really playful and it was joyful and it was all of these things, right? Or, it was super frustrating when this happened. When you own a business, a lot of things happens, right? So I write down everything that happened in my day. And then I pause and I say, what was the emotion that came up during this time? And I say, okay, wow, I actually wasn't my best self right there. I actually was portraying my insecurities and my impatience on somebody else, right? And so this is how, when you take accountability, when you have acceptance, and when you understand that you have to surrender sometimes, right? you are never in control of anyone else's emotions ever, and they are never in control of your emotions. And so your only response is how you react to anybody else's emotions, or how you react to a situation. And so if you go through, and now I'm at the point in life where if it happens immediately, like, because life happens, life's always going to happen immediately, I'm like, oh, I need a minute, right? And that's a big thing for me. I say, I need a minute. And if I say I need a minute, I truly do need a minute. And if I'm the master of putting people on pause, and it's not because, oh my gosh, I'm being, terrible. I'm putting them on pause and I think I'm better than them. I put people on pause because it's putting myself on pause, and it allows me the space that I need to understand the circumstances that are going on, right? And so I'm never like, this egoic thing where it's like, I'm putting you on pause because I'm better than you and you're not at my vibration. And many gurus say that, right? It's many spiritual people have it wrong, but many have it right, where I put people on pause because I need to return. I need to go within. I need this minute to figure out why this is upsetting me. How can I change my behavior? How can I take accountability for what's going on? How can I understand my circumstances? What is this teaching me? What patterns are coming up over and over again with different people in different circumstances, that in the lesson that I'm not learning? Am I not learning that am I standing in my power, in my worth? Am I standing in, am I giving myself self-love? Is my cup filled up? Am I living in joy? Like, if I don't do this on a daily basis, guys, and I promise you, if you do this one trick, it will change your life. This specific technique changed my life. I wake up, I meditate. And again, I teach meditation, so you guys don't have to meditate for an hour. That's just my comfort zone, and that's my happy place, right? So I wake up before I even get out of bed. I meditate for an hour. I journal what my intention is for that day. After I journal, I become the observer of my life. At the end of my day, I write down everything that came up and how I responded and how I can be better the next day. Literally, this is my process every single day of my life. Is there an easier way to do it? Sure. Yeah. You just, however tapped in you are with you guys, you don't have to. This is just a technique that I use, and this is a technique that I teach. But when you understand that, if you know that your ego is always going to try to keep you safe, and so your ego is always going to try to prevent you from growth. Your ego is always going to try to prevent you from moving forward because it doesn't feel safe. Every limiting belief you ever have will come up. And guys, again, if you're in a human body, and I need you to hear this, if you're in a human body, you are not in full enlightenment. You have work to do. I've been doing this for 19 years. I have a coach. I have people I have a business coach. I have a spiritual advisor. I have people that show me the way, and then I can teach that, right? I'm a better teacher because I'm the student in some aspects. And when you work with your ego like this is a life hack, literally, that will change your life. I promise you, this one thing will change your life. You are the observer of your reality. When you are the observer of your reality, with a detached emotion, observing what is going on, like you are writing the screenplay and you're the director of your life, right? And this is a perfect example. The director sees everything and it tweaks everything in life. You get to write the script, right? And some things that your souls have, and this is a whole different show about soul contracts, but your soul has come on this journey to experience and expand. And your soul doesn't know the difference between good or bad. It just says, okay, I'm going to show you how to expand. And other souls have come in to help you to learn that exact lesson too, right? And so anyone that's in your life is showing you. So the other thing that I do is I pay attention throughout the day. Right. So I gave you my exact system. I meditate in the morning, and then I wake up. As soon as I'm out of my meditation, I journal my thoughts. I ask the universe what I can bring out to the world today. I observe my day throughout the process. I analyze it. As I'm analyzing it, I make corrections and I pivot. And then at the end of the day, I clear my energy and I go back and I say, okay, how did this affect me? How can I be better tomorrow? Right. And how can I be different tomorrow? From that space, what I do is I take literally life and I say, okay, ego, we're here. This is where we need to be. We can't get from, Abraham Hicks says this all the time. You can't get from one vibration to the other. You have to be a perfect match to the other vibration for it to show up in your life, right? So I'm at this vibration of anger, but I want to be at joy. I'm at this vibration of lack, but I want to be at abundance. Just for example, I'm just saying, you can't get to abundance from lack. It is the same strand of frequency, but it's at the other end of the frequency. So how do you raise your vibration on a constant basis? By being the observer and changing your behavior. You get to change your behavior. When you start to have anxiety, well, what this is bringing me anxiety. Why is this bringing me anxiety? What is this showing me? I don't feel safe right now. I don't feel protected. I don't feel whole and complete, right? I don't feel lovable. It is the addictions, the small little addictions, and I posted this week, the small little addictions, the addictions to the likes, the addiction to outside circumstances, the addictions to subscribes, all of the things that society has created for us has built up this egoic reality that is not even real. It's just a hologram, but that's a whole nother show as well. But what I believe in is you match your energies. So how do you raise your vibration when you're there? You're conscious of the vibration you're at. You make a conscious choice to act and do different things. You literally have to not be strong enough to not be in the victim. And you have to say, okay, I'm not the victim in this case. I'm the only one that can change my reality. I'm the only one that can change my life. I'm the only one that can do this, right? And so often when people are in a place of sickness or a place of victimhood or a place of anything that's going on in their life, they don't feel like they have control or they don't feel like they have power. When you ask yourself, how much power am I giving to this? That is one of the most powerful questions you can ever ask yourself. Does this thing, money, man, woman, whatever it may be, business, have power over me? Or do I have power over my life? And I'm controlling the outcome, right? Even people, some of my closest friends, one of my friends, Danny, he healed himself from cancer. And he, went on a completely alkaline diet and healed himself in raw foods. But the cancer did not have control of him. My mom, same thing. She healed herself from cancer, right? The cancer did not have control over them. They had control over the cancer. And the cancer showed up to teach them how they were. I know that's a powerful statement, but there is nothing in your life, nothing that is showing up in your life that is not there to teach you to expand. So your soul gets to choose on the journey that you want to be on. And again, guys, I am not saying this is an easy journey by any means. I'm not belittling sickness. I'm not belittling cancer. I'm not saying not go to the doctor. I 100% think you should, you can't just sit there and meditate and believe that it's all going to go away. I think you should take inspired action and do whatever your soul resonates, whether that is go to the doctor or whatever you need to do. In the case of your mind, your body connection, I am so in tune with my body. And I am not even kidding you guys. If there was a moment a couple months ago, it was quite a while ago. It hasn't happened since, but I had a bladder infection and I had a bladder infection and it went away and then it came back and then it went away and I just stopped. And I was just like, no, this is not working for me. And of course I went to the OBG and I got everything checked out and I made sure everything was okay. But I did what I had to do on the outside world, but I also went and I ate clean and I did the inner work and I literally went in and I was like, okay, your bladder is anger. So what am I angry at, right? Because as you know, every organ in your body, your physical body is literally encompasses all of your energy that you've accumulated over many lifetimes and even, just dimensions of time and space. But your human body teaches you and shows you, and your external reality teaches you and shows you. And so this is a pretty deep and heavy subject, but when you take accountability and actions in your life, okay, I have a bladder infection and it's come back. What am I angry at, right? And I happen to know the organs and I happen to know what produces what emotion because I know that this is what I teach. But there is an opportunity for you to go within and have a conversation. You know what I did? And this is crazy. And it sounds like, to the layman person, it sounds like I'm a lunatic. But I went in and had a conversation with my bladder. And I said, okay, why are we having this imbalance in our life? What is going on with me and me that I need to have balance in my life? And all of the things that I had stored anger from, my father. I had a ton of stored anger from my father. And then my father was barely in my life, and he was an abusive alcoholic. I think he left my life when I was like 3. And there was anger stored in my body because of that, right? Because he was absent, and that came out in my relationships. And so the person that made me angry just would happen to have been a man, and it happened to have been my partner for 7 years, and it happened to have been the person that I was correlating with my father. Do you see how it's all connected, guys? I went in and I actually did what I had to do. I went to the doctor, I took care of myself, but I did the energetic and emotional work. Oh, I got in a fight with a man that I loved tremendously because I was actually literally reflecting my anger from my father when he was a child onto him. Not fair to him, not fair to me, not fair to any of us, right? If I didn't own myself and I didn't take accountability and I didn't even celebrate the win after I went back in and said, guys, the bladder infection immediately within 24 hours was gone. I promise you that. I'm not kidding. The bladder infection was gone, and it has not come back since. Immediately. Because I was connecting my childhood anger with my father to the man that I loved from my soul and I've spent 7 years with. And I was reflecting that onto him, and that came out in our relationship. I immediately healed that, and it healed everything, right? You are the universe. You are this beautiful divine being. When you understand that your mind and your body connection is the most powerful thing that you can ever do in your entire life. When you understand that you can have a relationship with God, source, in the universe. When you understand that you can have an internal guidance system that talks to you all day, every day. When you understand that your body is a machine and your mind is a computer, and you program both. When you understand that health, wellness, and consciousness are all tied together. You are one with the universe. And I don't preach health to say, oh my God, hey, look at me. I look so pretty. Yes, I am 50. And I feel like I look pretty damn great for 50, right? And I mean, I feel like I look 35, but I consciously make choices to love my body. I exercise every single day. I keep hydrated every single day. I eat super clean 80% of the time, and the other 20% of the time I celebrate, right? I honor my good and I honor my bad. When my bad comes up, I take accountability for it. When my good comes up, I celebrate it. When you understand that you are the most important relationship in your life, you will change your life, guys. When you understand that you are so important to God, to source, the universe, to you, to your family, to everyone that's around you, you will make a conscious effort to be better in every moment. And when you make that conscious effort, guys, it's the ripple effect. I'm getting emotional because this is my purpose on earth, right? Is to change humanity for health, wellness, and consciousness. When you make a better choice with your body, you honor your body by not allowing someone to treat you the way that they used to treat you. You honor your soul by living your soul's purpose and giving back to this world. You honor your mind by understanding your emotions, right? You learn emotional intelligence. You learn spiritual maturity. You learn self-love at the highest level. You put boundaries up for people that are not treating you the way you deserve to be treated. You stop the energy in its tracks because you say yes to you. That is when your life changes. We will be right back, guys. And when we come back, I'm going to talk to you about your internal guidance system and the power within, and how the choices you make affect every moment of your life. We'll be right back, guys. We'll see you soon. Hi guys, welcome back. Thank you so much for being on the Soul on Fire show with me. My name is Noelle Agape and I'm a leading expert in health, wellness, and consciousness. And I'm so grateful for you, that those that are live and those that are on the replay. Today we're talking about honoring and celebrating you and how important it is to truly, truly, truly tune into you and the greatest version of you. We talked about an exact process that I use on a daily basis to honor myself, to honor God, source, and the universe. We talked about going through life and understanding your life as an observer. So right now, I just want you to take a moment, just a moment, and wherever you are, if you're driving, then please watch this later, but I just want you to float your eyes closed for a moment. And when you float your eyes closed, I just want you to put your hand on your heart, and I want you to breathe into that for a second. Why are you here? What do you want? What is the universe telling you right now? What has come up for you that needs to be expanded? How can you expand your life? Take a deep breath in and just feel into your heart. This is not a meditation. This is just a connection point for you. Feel your way through life. How are you feeling right now? What's going through your mind? What is coming up for you? What do you need to know? And when you're ready, just open your eyes. Take a deep breath in and maybe write things down. You can pause this if you want when it's not live. So your internal guidance system is your key to your soul. It talks to you all day, every day. Your internal guidance system shows you the way. It shows you that you are on the right track, whether it's emotion by emotion, minute by minute, or decision by decision. If you stop and you listen to that still small voice within you, always, there are going to be times where you made a wrong choice, but you get to pivot and you're going to get another choice. And here's the thing, guys. Your internal guidance system, God, source, the universe, will never allow it to be completely wrong. It'll show you where you are. And sometimes there's the dark night of your soul where you're just not listening and you're not connected at all. But the more that you're connected to your spirit, the more that you're connected to God, source, the universe, the more that you are connected to you, the more the universe opens up signs and synchronicities. So I talk to the universe, right? I mean, you guys all know I'm clairvoyant, I'm clairaudient, I'm a medium, and I feel and hear and see very many things. I'm an empath. So I talk to the birds. I talk to the trees. It sounds very woo-woo, but signs and synchronicities will show you if you're not listening. Numbers talk to me all day, every day. I love numbers. I know numerology, deep, deep, deep into numerology. Yet I see the signs, right? I put something in my wallet, my passport. I'm traveling to Mexico from Florida. And so I put my passport in my wallet, but I'm not traveling until Monday. And so in between Monday, I have soccer, I have my children, I'm running around, they have practice, they have games, they have everything. And I stopped and I said, this is wrong, 100% true. I stopped and I said, well, maybe I shouldn't keep my passport in my wallet, because if I lose my wallet, then I can't get to Mexico and I can't do business because I'm doing, we're running retreat down there. And so I can't do business in Mexico. But I was like, no, I'm good. I just put my passport in my wallet and I went about my day, and my wallet felt really heavy all day. And I was like, wait, what's going on? Why does my wallet feel so heavy? Guys, I came home last night and there was a note on my front door from the sheriff, and it said, Mark Kornberg or whatever his name was, you have lost your wallet. Please contact the sheriff's office to pick it up. So I call the sheriff's office. I say, Mark doesn't live here. It's not my Mark. It was some other Mark, by the way. But it was, Mark doesn't live here. I just want him to get his wallet. And then I hung up the phone. She said, thank you so much for calling. We'll make sure he gets his wallet. I hung up the phone, but I stopped and I was like, wait a minute. I need to take my passport out of my wallet, because the universe was telling me that I had fear that I was going to lose my wallet and lose my passport, and then I couldn't do my business. And so life played out in this crazy story that somebody lost their wallet at the park and somebody turned it into the Poway Sheriff's Office, and then they came here to the wrong address. But it allowed me to take my fear. I dealt with the fear. I was like, okay, I have the fear of traveling because of COVID. I haven't traveled to overseas since COVID. I acknowledged that. And then I also said, oh my gosh, I had the fear that my passport being in my wallet, I'm going to take my passport out and put it in a safe place. Guys, that's how your internal guidance system works. Through signs and synchronicities. I mean, literally, I hear all day, every day, go here. Okay, no, go here. Call this person. Okay, you need to connect with this person. And I do, and it's a $10,000 deal. Or I do, and I show up and I meet the next person, and it's like this beautiful synchronous partnership. But I dance with the universe. There are many times where I'm not in alignment, and there are many times where I have to reconnect. But when I am in alignment, guys, the universe talks to me. And I promise that the same is with you. I am not special. You are all clairvoyant. You are all clairaudient. You are all mediums. You are all empaths. I know that sounds crazy. Some people are tapped into it a little bit more than others. But guys, the universe talks to you. Had I not, I don't know what would have happened if I didn't listen. But I knew that I had an underlying fear of COVID and traveling overseas and all of these things that I had to deal with before I got on that plane. And the universe knew that. You need to understand that when you listen, you talk. I'm going to say that again. When you listen, your highest self, God, source, the universe talks to you. I listen all day, every day. I listen if I'm in an argument. I listen and probably not when I'm in the heat of the argument, but I listen when after the argument. I listen to what's my feeling in a moment before I make a decision, before I sign a contract, before I bring on an employee, before I work with people, before I do a show. I listen, I hear. Okay, how does this feel? When you understand that your emotions are your internal guidance system, how does this feel? How do I feel in this moment about this decision I am making? Does it feel really good? Okay, good. Go for it. If it doesn't feel good, the universe will show you. Just like my wallet. I put my passport in my wallet, guys, and my wallet felt heavy all day. I was like, why does it feel heavy? And then literally someone knocked on my door. The sheriff knocked on my door and asked if somebody was here that lived here that lost his wallet because he lost it at a park. And somebody turned it in. So they were just returning their wallet. But it was because I had the fear of my passport. I had to take my passport out of my wallet to understand that I had fear there of traveling. And I've traveled my whole life. It's just that I had the fear with the COVID and everything. So I had to face it. I take accountability for that, though. And that's the next level, guys. That's emotional intelligence. And then spiritual maturity is taking accountability for it. Oh, I might have had a couple conversations yesterday that I was a little short and I was a little frustrated because I'm traveling this week and I have a ton that's going on. I'm training 4 people in NLP this week, and I'm traveling to literally from Orlando to Miami, from Orlando to Miami, from Miami to Tulum to Miami back to San Diego, and all of this within a week, right? And I have to train 4 people in NLP, and we're filming the Soul on Fire, Ignite the Passion Within. So I was short with people this week. I stopped and I was like, okay, so I have fear about traveling. I fear about not getting my work done. I fear that I'm not showing up for my clients because I'm taking 2 weeks off to travel and film the show, the Ignite the Passion Within show. All of these things came up, and I did the internal work, guys. That is the most important thing. You get to do the work every day. It wasn't fun understanding, oh my gosh, oh wow, I feel like I'm a little in overwhelm right now. And oh my gosh, I actually probably hurt somebody's feelings because I was super short to them and I was kind of rude, and I'm in overwhelm and I have a lot going on in my life and I projected that onto them. How can I be better? It takes a very grown up, spiritual, mature person to do that. One thing I'm big on is accountability, but I never ask somebody to do something that I don't ask myself to do. So if you're putting all this pressure on other people, you're also putting pressure on yourself, right? Where are you not taking accountability for your actions, for your emotions, for your things that you have messed up in your life? Where is your life a shit show? Clean it up. On a daily basis, listen, observe, be aware, take notice, write down, change, be accountable. Humanity needs you more than ever, guys. For you to be the best version of you, for humanity to change, for everything that is going on in society right now. Everything relies on you. Each of us have chosen to be here in this world. Each of us have chosen to be here in this world during this exact moment in time. Our souls said, we're going to come and we're going to do good for humanity, or we're going to do bad for humanity. And you get to choose at every moment. This is a pivotal point. This is a pivotal point in humanity. If we don't make the change, if we don't do the inner work, if we don't have personal development, with COVID, with everything that is happening in this society today, if we don't find health and wellness and consciousness at the highest level, if we don't tap into the mind, the body, the soul, the spirit, if we don't make the connection of the mind-body connection, we will eventually be extinct. It is your responsibility to be the greatest version of you. No one is going to do it for you. If you need support, please go to noelleagape.com. At any moment in time, we have free meditations, we have activations, we have coaches that are on call that will get on calls with you for 30 free minutes to an hour. And we're having an optimal health form immersion that you connect your mind, body, soul, and spirit, and it will allow you to get you to the greatest version of you. There is no reason why you can't be better every single day. If your life is not the way you want it to be, you're the only one that can change it. Take the initiative. Learn spiritual maturity, meaning understanding your emotions. Emotional intelligence doesn't have to just come with all of these gurus and all of these people, and no one is a better guru than you. No one knows you more than you. I don't care if you go to noelleagape.com and you want every single program I've ever had. I'm not the one changing your life. I'm guiding you to you. I'm showing you the greatest version of you. Everything that you need is within you. You are more powerful than you will ever know. Your gifts are inside you to bring to this world. They come through you. They are not yours to keep. They come through you to bring humanity out to the world. If you make conscious choices on a daily basis with your health, your wellness, your consciousness, you change your life on a daily basis. You are changing the people around you. You're changing your vibration. You are literally emanating a higher frequency, and we are changing the planet because of that. You are more powerful than you ever know. If this resonated with you, please like, share, and subscribe, because our job at Noelle Agape Global, my job as Noelle Agape, as a health and wellness counselor, as an NLP master trainer, as a quantum trainer, is to get you to the greatest version of yourself. Whether it's you watching my YouTube videos, you watching my TV show, or you actually coming on a retreat with us. My entire purpose in this life is to serve humanity and allow them to see their greatness. You are greater than you will ever know. You are more powerful than you will ever know, and is it all within you. I love you, and I know we got this. Let's rise together. I love you guys. See you in the next video.